Hey guys, in this tutorial we are going to discuss Golang operators. So without wasting time, let's jump into it. Golang operators are basically a collection of symbols that defines the operation we need to perform on a particular value or a collection of values. So the value on which we want to perform any operation, whether it's the arithmetic operations or the division, those values are called operand, and the symbol that dictates the particular operation is called an operator. Here in Golang, we have various kind of operators that we are going to discuss in this video. So, first operator we have is arithmetic operator. Within this category, we have basic arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo. Another operator we have is relational operators, where we are going to compare multiple values like 2 is less than 3 or 2 is greater than 3, whether 2 or 3 are equal or not. So under this category we have double equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, and less than equal to. The next operator we have is logical operators. With the use of logical operators, we connect two or multiple expressions that always results a Boolean value. With this logical operators, we could have and, or, and not. These three type of the operators we can use in a logical operators. The use of every operator we will be discussing in this video further. The next operator is bitwise operator. With bit level operators, we are performing the operations at bit level. That is basically a collection of 0 and 1s. So under this category, we have these kind of the operators that perform specific operations on a bit level. Next we have miscellaneous operators. This miscellaneous operators category we have ampersand, asterisk, and the another operator that is used with channels. So let's see how to use these operators with Go programming. Here Golang ID I am using, so I have created a file. At the top I have defined the package as main. I have imported the library, FMT library I have been imported. So within this main function I started using arithmetic operators. Here we have 5 operators within these categories. So I have taken two variables, val1 with value 20 and val2 with value 10. For addition I am using plus symbol to add these two values. In the next line subtraction is being performed, and the operator I have used this minus symbol or hyphen symbol, we can say we are using here. For the multiplication of two values, I am using this symbol as a multiplication operator, and here at line number 16 I am dividing val1 by val2 and getting quotient as a result. So within this I am using this symbol as for a division operator. At the end, with the use of modulo operator and this symbol, I am getting remainder on dividing val1 by val2. So I am going to run this code. So at first, we are getting addition of these two values. The values we have taken here is 20 and 10. So here is the addition of these two values. On second, I have subtracted val2 from val1. So the result is 10. With the use of multiplication, I am going to perform the multiplication operation. The result is 200 here. On dividing val1 from val2, we are getting 2 as a quotient, and the remainder as the last operation we are getting 0 on dividing val1 by val2. That's coming to the next operator, relational operators. With the use of relational operators, we compare two values. So here we have 6 operators. Let's go through it one by one. For now, I'm commenting these lines. First operator is double equal to, where we are checking whether two values are equal or not. So here I have two values, val1 is 20 and val2 is 10, and I am going to check whether they are equal or not with the use of this relational operator, and the symbol we are using is double equal to. So let's run this code. is val1 equal to val2? So the answer we are getting false. We always get boolean values as a result of relational operation. So here I was checking for val1 or val2 and the answer is false, that the values are not equal to. Suppose I am taking both, I am taking 20 as val1 and val2 and now running the code. In this case we are getting that val1 is equal to val2 is true. Let's coming to the next operator, that is less than. So here we are checking whether val1 is less than val2 or not. I am taking val1 as 10 here, that is truly less than val2, and running this code. Here the output is val less than val2 and the answer we are getting is true. Suppose I take up the value as 30 and rerun the code. In this case we are getting is val1 less than val2 false, because here val1 is greater than val2. Coming to the next operator, that checks for greater than. So here it is checking whether val1 is greater than val2 or not. Running the code again, and the output we are getting is val1 greater than val2 and the answer we are getting is true. Let's check the values. So here we have val1 as 30 and val2 is 20. That is, so here we have val1 greater than val2 and getting the correct answer. Next operator is less than equal to. So till now we have checked for less than and equal to. So here till now we have checked for less than and equal to, but now we are combining both the conditions with less than equal to. Currently I have the values val1 as 30 and val2 as 20. Let's check for this case. And output we are getting is val1 less than equal to val2 false, because here val1 is greater than val2. Suppose I change the value to 20 for val1 and then check the code. So here I am getting is val1 less than equal to val2? Yes, because both the values are equal to. So it will provide the true result if val1 would be equal to val2 or val1 would be less than equal to. In both the scenarios, the answer we will get true. Next operator we have is greater than equal to, and the current values we have 2020. Let's run the code. In this case, is value greater than equal to val2? Yes, because both the values are equal and we have given the conditions for equal, greater than equal to, that combines greater than and equal both the conditions. So if the values would be either equal or the greater than, then in both the conditions we will get true result. Suppose I change the value as 40. So in this case we have val1 greater than val2, and if I run the code, then I will get the answer as true, because val1 is greater than val2 that we have in this given condition. The next operator we have is not equal to. So here we have used exclamation plus equal symbol we are using, and it will give the true result if val1 and val2 would be different. So here we have val1 as 40 and val2 as 20. Both the values are different. That's why we are getting true value here. Suppose I change the value as 20 for val1 and rerun the code. In this case, I will get value as false, because val1 and val2 are same and we are checking for not equal to case. So that's why we are getting false result here. The next operator we have is bitwise operator. Bitwise operations are performed at a bit level, that is nothing but a smallest unit of data, either 1 or 0. So as a bitwise operator, we have 5 operators here. The first operator is bitwise AND. Bitwise AND operator return 1 if all the operands are 1, or I could say that all the bits are 1, otherwise it will return 0. For bitwise operator, we are using ampersand symbol here. The next operator we have is bitwise OR. If any of the operand is 1, then the result would be 1, else the result would be 0. So for this bitwise OR, we are using pipe symbol. The next operator is bitwise XOR. It will return 1 if both the values are different, else it will return 0. If both the values are 0, then it will return 0, or if both the values are 1, then it will return 0. If both the values are different, then in that case it will return 1. This bitwise XOR, we are using caret symbol here. The next is left shift operator. With this left shift operator, we are trying to shift the bits of first operand to the left, and the second operand dictates that how many times we need to shift the bits to the left. So here val1 is the first operand and val2 is the second operand. We are trying to shift the bits for val1 that contains the value 20. The next operator we have is right shift. The work is same as the left shift operator, but the direction changes here because we are trying to shift the bits to the right. And here the operand 2, that is val2, decides that how many times we need to shift the bits to the right. So these 5 operators we have as a bitwise operator. Let's run the code and check the output. Here is the output. Bitwise AND 0. Bitwise OR we are getting 23. XOR 23. On left shifting we are getting 160, and on right shifting we are getting 2. So this is all about bitwise operator. Let's jump to the next operator, that is logical operators. Logical operators combines two or multiple conditions and provides a Boolean results true or false. So under this category we have three operators: logical AND, logical OR and logical NOT. For this logical AND we are using the symbol double ampersand, and it checks for both the expressions. If both the expressions are true, then it provides the true results. Here we have given two conditions, whether val1 is greater than equal to 10, and the second condition we are giving is val2 is less than 50. So if both the conditions are valid, then it will give the output as true, otherwise it will provide false. If we manually compare the values, then here val1 is 10, so here the first condition will is invalid, and as the second value we have 20, and again 20 is less than 50, so both the conditions are valid. In this case the output would be true. Let's check the output. So the first output we have true. If we change the value as 5 and rerun the code, in this case we are getting result as false, because here val1 is 5, and if we check the first condition, that says that val1 should greater than or equal to 10, but that's not a valid condition, so that's why we are getting false. Coming to the second operator, that is the logical OR. So here we have given two conditions, and if any of the condition is valid, then the result would be true. Here we have val1 as 5, so the first condition is not valid. If we coming to the second condition, val2 should be greater than 50. I'll make it valid as this. So currently the first condition is invalid and the second condition is valid. Let's check the output. Output of logical OR is true because here the second condition is valid. Suppose I change the value of val2 as 50 and rerun the code. In this case I am getting output as false, because in this case both the condition 1 and condition 2 are invalid. So the output would be false. Coming to the next operator, that is logical NOT. Here we are giving the one condition that val1 should equal to 10, but at the first we have put this exclamation sign, that is the dictation of logical NOT operator. So it will provide the true result if this condition will become invalid. Let's check the value. So here val1 is 5, that is obviously not greater than equal to 10, so the condition is invalid. In this case, it will answer it true. So the code is here. Output of logical not true. Suppose I make the value of val1 is 10. Now condition will get valid. This condition will be true, but the output of this statement would be false because of this not operator. So here output of logical not is false. The next operator is miscellaneous. In miscellaneous categories, we have three operators. So the first operator is ampersand address operator, that is basically used to get the address of any variable. So basically, whenever we create any variable and assign some value to it, there is some space that is consumed by that variable in the memory. So here we are trying to get that address where this variable is getting saved in the memory, and this ampersand sign symbol is used as an address operator. With this statement, we are trying to fetch the address of this variable, that is val1, and storing that address in val2. Here in this line, I am printing the address of val1. Let's running the code. Here the address of val1 is val2. The address of val1 is this. As a next operator, we have this asterisk symbol that is used to get the value at some specific address. So in val2 variable, we have stored the address of val1, and now here we are trying to fetch the value at address this. So in this statement, value of address val2 is 20, because in val2 we have stored the address of val1, and now in this line we are trying to get the value that is stored in val1 at address val2. So this is the use of asterisk operator, or the asterisk symbol that we are using to fetch the value from. We have another operator that is called the receive operator in this miscellaneous category. This is the symbol of the receive operator. The receive operator is used to get the value from channels, and the channels are basically used for the coroutine communication. So these coroutines and channels we will discuss in the further videos. Here we will wrap up the tutorial of Golang operators. That's all about Golang operators. In next video, we'll discuss functions in Golang. Thank you.